Today is the 25th of March 2015. Last week we studied about mental factors, unwholesome mental factors, universal mental factors, and particular mental factors. So 27. Today we will study about the beautiful mental factors. This beautiful mental factor just associates with the beautiful consciousness. Remember, beautiful consciousness. Except unwholesome consciousness and rudest consciousness. The remaining 59 types of consciousness are beautiful consciousness. So these mental factors always associates with the beautiful consciousness. So especially this beautiful universal mental factors 19. What type of beautiful consciousness arises? This 19, this beautiful universal mental factors will associate all the time. That's what we call beautiful universal mental factors. So what are they? In Pali term, we call number one, saddha. Saddha is mean faith or confidence. This confidence here is with established confidence, faith in Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, so-called triple gems. And then just faith or confidence about the karma or the results of karma. This saddha, confidence, faith, when it arises our mind, so our minds become cool and clear. Someone does perform generosity or moralities, concentration, this meditation is based on saddha. These saddhas compare with hands. So compare with the hand. If you don't have hand, you cannot take anything. When you have, you see a lot of jewelry around you, in front of you, you cannot pick up even one. Why? It's no hand. So you cannot give something to someone else because no hand. So saddha compared with hand. In the same way, who lack of saddha, they will not give anything to others. There's no hand. And they cannot take anything. They will not perform any meritorious deed because no saddha. Saddha is very important. This is the leader of these mental factors. Like all of you come to study based on your saddha, confidence. If you don't believe the teaching of the Buddha, if you don't believe the law of karma and its results, you will not come to the temple. You will not do any the generosity. You will not observe this morality. You will not practice meditation. That's why it's the saddha is the leader of the mental factors. And it's our good friend. It's our good friend. The saddha, because we have saddha, we just do the good thing. Say the good word. Have good thought. We do generosity. Try to restrain our physical and this verbal action. We practice tranquility and insight vipassana meditation because of saddha. So please remember, it's like hand. You have saddha, means you have both hands. So you can give something to others, helping others. And you can take the good thing. We have great opportunities. Get in touch with the Buddha's teaching. So as we have saddha, we accumulate a lot of meritorious deed every day. Sometimes we use our body, use our hand, use our eye, use our ears, use our mouth, our tongue to perform its meritorious deed because of saddha. So, saddha is very important. That's why the Buddha mentioned saddha first. So we can call faith or confidence. And sati, mindfulness, right? Mindfulness. This mindfulness is very important too. You lack of state, mindfulness, this means you forget something, right? So you forget something, you lost your, maybe you lost your money, you lost your belonging, so everything. So don't have this state, mindfulness. That's we need mindfulness. Especially we practice meditation, we need to be mindful every single physical activities. So sati, mindfulness. This beautiful mental factors. Especially when we practice meditation, we need the state, as already we know. Just we have the confidence, faith, lack of wisdom, it's not good. We get a lot of knowledge. Lack of saddha, confidence, is not good. See that? Somebody has the deep concentration, then the effort is not good. We have the greatest effort. Lack of concentration is not good. Still have to balance this saddha and panya, confidence and wisdom, have to balance. And the effort, concentration should be balanced. But sati, we need state, always we need state, mindfulness. That's why we need to practice mindfulness meditation, train our mind to be able to be aware of everything. The state is like the gatekeeper. So there's someone at security, waiting outside the gate, have to check people. You're not allowed thief or robbers to get in. So the same way, it's a state mindfulness. Just be aware of this 6 doors, right? 6 sense organs. Whatever you see, you hear, you smell, you taste, you touch, you think about, we need steady mindfulness. This mindfulness, if we trace this mindfulness, no chance for greed, anger, delusions to enter us. Otherwise, we see something, hear something, maybe greed, maybe anger. Alright, so we need still to be mindful, be aware of this 6 sense organs. What kind of object, external objects appears to our eyes, ears, nose, stomach, body, and mind. Just be aware of that. Don't allow all this mental defilement to get in, to enter. And another one, healing. Healing is moral shame. Moral shame. It's very shameful to do unwholesome action. Moral shame. Instead, the moral shames reflect on stubborn of one's age. For example, I'm not a young man, I'm not a young lady, I'm not a kid. I'm old enough. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to think like this, and so on. Just think about your age. Think about your wisdom. I have a lot of knowledge. I studied the Dharma. I take many classes. So I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to say that. So think about your education, your knowledge. To do stuff, unwholesome action, you feel shameful about that. Just feel a moral shame. Sometimes you think about your wealth, your belongings. I have a lot of things. I have house, I have car, I have land, I have the money, I have a good job, and so on. So I'm not supposed to do this kind of unwholesome action. Just think about that. Just have moral shame. Sometimes you think about your parents, your teachers, your religion. For example, if I do this unwholesome action, my parents never do that. So if I do something wrong, it's not good for my parents. It's not good for my teacher. It's not good for my religion. So just think about that. So this feels shame to do unwholesome action. Start thinking about yourself, mostly. Think about yourself. And ottappa, fearlessness. Here, fear of wrong, so fearless, just a moral fear or moral dread. We call it moral dread. You fear about, you concerned about just others. For example, if you do this unwholesome action, when you reflect on that, you will think about, you will blame yourself. So yourself. So that's why we try to avoid from this unwholesome action. And also you have to think about, if I do this unwholesome action, it's not only self-reproach, so others will blame you. So you fears about someone ever blame you. Oh, this person is do like this bad thing, say the bad word, or have the bad thought, and so on. You just concerned about others. You don't want someone else to blame you. It's ottappa. So this is a moral dread or moral fear. And you think about, if I do commit this evil action, immoral action by deed and by speech, may I get punished according to the law. You think about punishment. You don't want there's some authorities to punish you. You think about that, and then you try to refrain from unwholesome action. And also, think about retribution. It's another life. This means if I do just a bad thing, even though no one knows, no one's punished me, if I die, I have to receive just the bad consequences. As reborn into the state of mystery, I have to pay back its next life. So you think about self-reproach, think about others who blame you, think about punishment, think about retribution. It's not a life. This we heard ottappa, moral dread or moral shame or moral fear. These two, hiri and ottappa, we call it the guardians of the world. It's the predominant factors. If you lack of this hiri ottappa, moral shame, moral dread, we are human beings, maybe worse than animal. Worse than animal. Think about animal because they know they have no moral shame and moral dread. They know, oh, this is my mom, this is my sister, this is my brother, this is my daddy. This is the animal, they don't understand it. They just do what they want to do. See, that's animal. So our human being is left of these two. Maybe it's like animal, or maybe worse than animal. Because we have this moral shame and moral dread. So we know, oh, this is my daddy, this is my mom, this is my sister, this is my brother. So that's why we call in Pali, loka pala. these guardians of the world. Without these two, no civilized society in this world. See, when we, every day, we have these two in our heart. Oh, this is shameful. So we have these two kinds of moral shame and moral dread. This is what the guardians of the world. Like we have 5 precepts. All of you know about it. So killing, stealing, and so on. Why you didn't commit it? Because of hiri ottapa, moral shame. I'm not supposed to do that. See that? Moral shame. You feel about that. Just a moral dread. That's why you don't kill, you don't steal, you don't commit sexual misconduct, you don't lie, you don't, get involved with drug intoxicant and so on. Because of this hiri ottapa. That's very important. And another one is the aloba. Non-greed or non-attachment. We always hear about that, right? Non-greed, non-attachment. As you don't attach to your belonging, you'll be able to perform generosity, share your belonging with others, because of non-greed, non-attachment. So every day Easter happens. We already hear about that many times. We use this term many times. So the Buddha explain about this aloba. Loba is mean greed. Is mean non, just non-greed, non-attachment. Mostly we do generosity because of what? Because of this non-attachment. So that's when you work together, you see that? Sattva, faith, confidence, mindfulness, moral shame, moral fear, non-greed. This work together. That's why we be able to do wholesome deed, speech, thought every day. And adosa, non-hatred. Non-hatred. Non-hatred means goodwill. Sometimes we use as the metta, loving kindness. Whenever you say metta. Now, in Sanskrit, we call Maitri. Is the reality, is essence, is the adosa. Adosa is non-hatred. We observe this 5 precepts firmly, purely. We try to refrain from killing, stealing, and so on. It's because of what? Adosa. Non-greed, goodwill. You don't want to harm and hurt others. See that? You don't want to harm, hurt someone's life, someone's family, someone's business. So this is adosa, goodwill or loving kindness. And number 34 is very hard for you to pronounce. Tatara machatatta. Just remember in English, the easy word is better. neutrality of mind, or you can call it here equanimity. That's okay. Neutrality of mind, equanimity is performed as a function, is the impartial view of the object. Sometimes we use as ubeka. When we talk about metta, karuna, mudita, ubeka, so ubeka is reality is tatara machatatta. When we highly developed, cultivated, it's become the factors of enlightenment. That's what we need to develop. And the 35, kaya pasati. Now as we go by pair, kaya pasati, the 36, citta pasati. Kaya pasati, citta pasati. Kaya here is not mean rupa. Please remember, it's not rupa. Kaya here is mean is the mental body. The mental body is mean Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. That's why sometimes Pali terms depend on the sentence, depend on the. This is what we're talking about. Mostly it's a kaya is a body, right? Here it's not body. This mental body, it's not physical body. This kaya pasati is mean tranquility of mental body. Citta pasati, tranquility of consciousness. When you practice meditation, you will experience this kaya pasati, citta pasati. This we can call the quietude, or serenity, or calmness. In sit meditation, you will feel that tranquil, serene, quietude. This is what we call tranquility of mental body and tranquility of consciousness. Especially when we practice meditation, we gain some extent of concentration, you can feel that. You can know by yourself. And another pair is the 37, 38, kaya lahuta, citta lahuta. Lahuta is, it means the lightness of mental body, the lightness of consciousness. These two also, when we practice meditation, you will feel very light. As this tranquility of the lightness of mental body, lightness of consciousness arise. Your body also very light. You feel very light. So because of this kaya lahuta, citta lahuta. Even though it's not, you don't practice meditation, when you're happy about some spiritual development, you do so for volunteer, so you perform some meritorious deed. Think about yourself, you're very light, you do this, do that. this the lightness of consciousness, the lightness of this mental body, is make your physical body become light. Especially when you practice meditation, you gain some extent of concentration, you will experience about that very clear. And 39 and 40, Kaya Mudutta, Citta Mudutta. This we go by pair, right? 6 pairs. This Kaya Mudutta is malleability of mental body, or you can say elasticity of this mental body, this flexible. Elasticity, this Kaya Mudutta. So who possesses this Kaya Citta Mudutta? As your mind this become because we can call pliancy, right? Pliancy, this flexible. You will easy harm body with respect to elder people. Otherwise, you don't care. I don't care, right? So, when just mental factors, right? Just flexible, you will harm body. No concept, no pride, no wrong you. That's why for the spiritual person, they will be humble, very humble. They don't, think highly for themselves, no pride, no concept. And number 41 and 42, Kaya Kammanyata, Citta Kammanyata. It's the witness of mental body, it means adaptability of this mental body. Adaptability of mental body. So, adaptability of consciousness. You are ready to perform some good thing. This means adaptability. We already started about 10 kind of stars, merit, right? Dharana, Sila, Bhavana, and so on. So you were ready to do that. Because of this the adaptability of the mental body and consciousness. And number 43 and 44, Kaya Pagunyata. Very hard to remember in Pali for all of you. Citta Pagunyata. It means proficiencies of mental body. This proficiency of consciousness. This means skillfulness of mental factor and consciousness. Because you used to do that, perform the good thing, and then get used to becomes just the proficiencies of mental body and consciousness. These are all beautiful mental factors. The last pair, Kaya Yugata and Chitta Yugata. Refuge of mental body and refuge of consciousness. Or uprightness or strictness of mental body and consciousness. This means no illusion, no deceit, no treachery, because you are very strict. Just strictness. You do the right thing. You say the right word. You have the right thought. It's the refuge of mental body and refuge of consciousness. All these 19 beautiful universal mental factors will associate with the beautiful consciousness. Remember beautiful consciousness? We have the great wholesome consciousness 7. Great resultant consciousness, great wholesome consciousness 8. Remember, right? And great resultant consciousness 8. Great functional consciousness 8. And Rubhavajara, Citta 15. Arubhavajara 12. Logodara Citta 8. So it is 59 type of consciousness called beautiful consciousness. And good is the virity. Virity is the abstinences. In Pali, we call it Samma Vaja, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva. So when we study about the Noble Eightfold Path, you see that Samma Vaja, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva. Right speech, right action, right livelihood. This right speech, what is the right speech? We already studied about that since the beginning. Who refrain from lying, slandering, harsh speech, frivolous talk, vain talk. This means right speech. So whatever you say, as you refrain from this lying and so on, you just tell the truth. It's the polite word, beneficial word, the Samma Vaja, right speech. We need that. This amongst the 5 precepts, Musawada, remember? That consists into Musawada. So right speech, that's what the Noble Eightfold Path, what we need as basis. We need right speech, right action, right livelihood. So try to refrain from lying, slandering, harsh speech, and vain talk. And right action tries to refrain from killing, stealing, committing sexual misconduct. It's become right action. It's the right livelihood. Forget about your job, your livelihood. It's not supposed to kill someone, not supposed to steal, and so on. So forget about trading. You're not supposed to sell weapon, poison, human being, slave, weapon, and slaughter, sell animal, and so on. If you sell this kind of thing for your livelihood, it's become wrong livelihood. Now it's the right livelihood. Forget about our livelihood. It's not supposed to harm and hurt others, cause a problem for others. This means consists into sila, morality. So we need that. And about manya, limitless too. We already use this word karuna, mudita, compassion. Karuna is compassion. This is the mudita, appreciative joy or sympathetic joy. So we have Brahma, Vihara, illimitable four. But here it mentioned about only two, Karuna and Mudita, compassion and appreciative joy. How about two? So we already started about that. Metta, adosa. Right? We use metta, adosa. And metta, karuna, mudita, ubeka, tadara michatata. Right? Neutrality of mind. That's why here, just mention about only two. So we should know their realities. Compassion. Karuna, compassion, mudita, appreciative joy. So it's one kind of this meditation. We have 40 subjects of meditation. We can practice this metta, karuna, mudita, ubeka, this us meditation, tranquility meditation. When you practice the metta, how to practice that? As all you know, release your loving kindness. So may all beings be happy. Wish for everyone to be happy. So say in your mind again and again, may all beings be happy, pure and happy, and so on. So we have a lot of just many methods how to practice loving kindness meditation. And karuna, mostly we just think about metta. No one talk about karuna. So karuna, compassion, we need to practice as meditation too. So may all beings be free from misery. So may all beings be free from misery. We want everyone, living creatures, to free from misery or suffering. This is how to practice karuna, compassion, and mudita. And mudita, how to practice that mudita? Has to make they again be with them for a long term. So may they not deprive from their fortune duly acquired. So we feel very happy about someone's prosperity or success. So we need to practice this mudita as meditation. And ubeka. Ubeka is not, may all beings are conditioned by their karma. So everyone depend on their karma, depend on their action. They have to be. So all beings are conditioned by their karma, including ourselves too. Depend on our previous karma, action, or this present action too. We have to receive good or bad consequences. If you think about that, this means you practice ubeka, bhavana. So this four kind of thing, metta, karuna, mudita, ubeka, because it's the noble living. the noble person, the virtuous person, they used to practice that. They possess loving kindness, compassion, sympathy, joy, or equanimity. That's why it's in our world. In Pali term, we call Brahma Vihara. Brahma is mean noble, or Brahma is mean God, right? Higher than heaven, Brahma. All of them just practice this metta, karuna, mudita, upekkha. We are human beings. If you practice one of those, you are Brahma too, at that moment. At that moment, you are Brahma. That's why the Buddha explained about that. In this world, we have 4 kinds of person. Some persons like hell being, some is like hungry ghost, some is like that's the animal. One group is really human being, or we can call supreme beings. We have 4 kinds of human being in this world. That's why we call people like hell being. So we don't see by our eye, but we study, we know, according to their bad karma, they go to the hell, they suffer a lot. So some human being, they have mental suffering and physical suffering a lot, suffer a lot. This kind of person is like head being, according to their karma. See that? Because some, like hungry ghost. Hungry, they're always thirsty, hungry. No place to live, no food to eat, no clothes to wear, thirsty, hungry all the time. We are human beings. Even you are a rich person, it's not enough. Just want this, you want that, always hungry, right? Thirsty, it's not enough. So this kind of person is like hungry ghost. And just before they die, just want something, hungry something. See that? So it's not supposed to be like that. So we try the best we can regard about our education, our business, our lives. Try the best you can. What you get, have to satisfy with that. Enough. If not enough, this means you are hungry. You're still thirsty, like hungry ghost. A lot of people like hungry ghosts, right? And some is like animal. Mostly animal, what they know? They know how to eat, how to sleep, how to eat and sleep, and enjoy their lives. See that? Animal. They don't perform any ritualistic. They don't know. They don't understand about the karma and the results of karma. Animal. So we are human beings, just knowing to eat and sleep and enjoy sensual object. Just like animal. Didn't do any generosity, didn't do any morality, no meditation. See that? Lack of metta, karuna, upekkha, and so on. So 4 kinds of person. Another group is human being, supreme being. Know what is good, what is bad, what we should do, what we should not do. Know that, as we know, we put into practice. Just do the good thing. This means Supreme Being. So four kind of human being. If we classify in this world, we have 7 billions, right? So classify, you will see that the Supreme Being really is human beings. You cannot find a lot, right? Anywhere. So who go to the church, go to the temple, and who go to the casino? Think about that. So we try to possess this Brahma Vihara, this the four illimitable, just noble living. So if you live with the loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity, at that moment you are Brahma. If you suffer a lot, you don't know how to, remove this physical suffering, or mental suffering, especially mental suffering. At that moment, you are hell being. You still hungry about something. This means at that moment, you was animal, class animal. Or you saw hungry ghost, right? Hungry something, hungry ghost. If you do one day, what you do one day, just eat and sleep and enjoy the sensual objects. This means at that moment, you are like the animal. So after we know that, you try to improve ourselves to be a supreme being or really human beings. And the last one here, Panyandriya, our wisdom faculty. This wisdom disturbs something called Panya, right? Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Panya is meant this Panyandriya, wisdom faculty. Some use as reason. All synonym of Panya or reason or intellect or insight or knowledge, wisdom, intelligence. See that this Panya, this wisdom, this consists into Sankhara Khanda. That's why we do the good thing, perform the good thing, because of this wisdom. That's why we study about the great wholesome consciousness 8, right? In Pali, we call Jnana Sambhayutta, with knowledge. Jnana Vibhyutta, without knowledge. See that? So it is associated with the wisdom, it's Jnana Sambhayutta. So whatever you do, if associated with wisdom, this wholesome consciousness will be powerful. And then will produce the great the self. That's why we need to study, to gain knowledge, wisdom. When we do something, it's not just only confidence, mindfulness. We need wisdom. Here, wisdom cannot associate all the beautiful consciousness, just some of them. Some of them. If you highly develop and cultivate this wisdom, it becomes higher and higher. So it becomes the, the noble eightfold path, right understanding. See that? This is the wisdom. So now we already study about these beautiful mental factors. How many want? Remember? 35, right? Just a beautiful universal mental factor, 19, and abstinences, 3, and limitless, 2, non-delusion, 1, so 35. So altogether we have 52 mental factors. So we're not going to be within the khandha. Sanya is sanya khandha. The remaining 50 type of mental factors because sankhara khandha, mental formations. That's why last week we studied about consciousness and mental factors. Who is more powerful? I studied about, remember, right? This mental factors more powerful because they influence the consciousness. They form the consciousness to be as wholesome or unwholesome because of them. Thus they are more powerful than citta or consciousness. So as all of you know, just 52 mental factors. We study unwholesome mental factor, 14, right? So you can examine your mind. This present moment, what type of these mental factors? You will know that. As you know, good or bad is good, keep it. It's bad, try to remove it. So the Buddha be able to classify all this mental factor and their nature. So all of you study and remember and put into practice, so be able to remove or reduce this unwholesome mental factors and then improve these beautiful mental factors higher and higher, especially here, sattva, just faith, confidence, still mindfulness, he or the back, moral shame, moral dread, and abstinence, 3, right speech, right action, right livelihood, and metta, karuna, mudita, ubekha, and the last one, wisdom. This is very important to improve that. So as you'll be able to improve that, may all of you gain peace, happiness, be able to develop your virtue perfection higher and higher, and gain concentration and wisdom, be able to experience the Four Noble Truths, becomes a noble person in this life. Thank you for your attention. Any question?
So is this still Adipati Pachayoti that we're talking about, Adipati Pachayoti?
Oh, not yet. We don't go it yet. Now
We didn't get there yet?
yeah, we don't go it yet.
So it's still a limit?
Yeah,
Still a limit?
because when we goes to Patthana, the law of causal relation, you always hear about Citta, Cetasika, Citta, Cetasika, again and again, Narupanang. So Citta, what's mean Citta? So we should know it. Yeah, Cetasika, why Cetasika? Mental factors. And Rupana, this the materialities, we should know that. That's why our audience to study this, all these materials. After that, we will go to Aramana. We don't go to Adhipati yet. So now we already finished roughly regard about Chitta, consciousness. So today we finished mental factors. So we still have one more days to go. We got about Rupa, corporealities 28. After we study that, we will go to Aramana Pajyo. So very easy. For example, Ruparana, Chaku, Unyana, Daduya, you know right away, Ruparana was mean. Right? Chaku, Unyana, Daduya, what consciousness, you know right away. That's why I would like all of you to start the basic. What is the consciousness, what is the mental factor, what is the Rupa? And then we will go Aramana, Adhipati, and so on. Very easy. So, any question for the day?
I do have questions.
Okay, you're welcome.
Always. So, it seems like there's a lot of similarity between Sati, Vigatha, and Manasikara. Could you just talk a little bit about how they differ or how they interrelate?
Yeah. Study perform their function together. Study, just to be aware of any object, just be aware of that. Manasikara is mean turning Citta and Cetasika, which is associated to the object. See that? Turning this or concomitance to the object is the function of this Manasikara.
So Manasikara Sati uses Manasikara. Sati incorporates Manasikara, right?
Yes, they coordinate, they work together. So they do its function. So different function. They do their individual duties. Manasikara directs Citta and Cetasika with activities to the object. So they just be aware of this object.
I have another question.
Okay.
I was watching some of the past lectures,
Yes.
some of the past classes, and you were talking about how the Kasina meditations for jhana.
Yes.
And you mentioned that in jhana you're working with concept, but in vipassana you're working with realities.
Yes.
So, so when you're doing samatha, is that purely just conceptual and no realities involved with that?
Or mostly just concept. Mostly. As Kasina earth, Kasina is a earth.
Or any kind of concept that you're
Yes.
using as a visualization or a
Yes,
sound.
for the color, it's like white or red. So just focus on it.
So with realities, is that how do you differentiate between like a sense perception, right, and like mental cognition or mental conception. Is there any mental conception in any practice of Vipassana? Any conceptualization in Vipassana, or is it only perception, direct perception?
This direct perception for the Vipassana should be only realities. So that's why we study the four kinds of realities. Citta, Cetasika, Rupa, Nibbana. Nibbana is the objects of meditation. So we study about three, Citta, Cetasika, and Rupa. So we should see this one of those. If you see something else, it's concept. For example, you practice meditation, you want something, it's great attachment. You see a great attachment. This you see it's realities.
That's it. But it was reality about the concept.
Yeah.
You're realizing that.
Yeah. Sometimes you focus on the body, you feel hot or cold. So when you study later, this the Dhatu, fire element, this realities.
Okay. Which is perception more than. Okay. I have one more question. What's the difference between Bhuta and Dhatu? Like Bhuta?
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Dhatu.
Buddha is mean great. Buddha is mean great. Mahabuddha, great essential. Mahabuddha. Dhatu is mean element. So we have four great essential elements. Mahabuddha, Dhatu. Remember, but we are both Tejo, Vayu. But we are element. Abo, water element. Tejo, fire element.
Right.
Vayu, air element. This Buddha is mean obvious.
Obvious?
Yes, very obvious.
Okay.
Buddha. This is the four essential elements. It's very obvious. The remaining is not obvious. It depends on the four kind of great essential elements. This is called Mahabuddha. So Mahabuddha, Ubada, Rubana, we study later. Right? We will do Patana Chani, Mahabuddha, Ubada, Rubana. Mahabuddha is the great essential element 4. Ubada, Rubana is 24. Depend on this the great essential elements. They rise together.
Thanks.
You're welcome. How about you, Mike?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, how are you, Bob? Oh,
Venerable Chaya,
Yes.
This might be a little bit aside from the topic, not too much, but I'm pretty unclear about the difference between samatha and vipassana.
Okay. Samatha is when we practice meditation, you be able to focus your mind on one object. But you don't know their characteristic as impermanent or suffering or non-self. This is called samatha. If you practice meditation, you see the nature of the mind and body as impermanent and so on. This is called vipassana. So samatha, what we need mostly, we need concentration. Vipassana, we need wisdom.
So is it possible to practice both of them during a meditation session?
Yes. In Pali language, we call it Yuga Nanda. So practice both of them at the same time.
What's the name again?
Yogananda?
Yuga Nanda, yeah. In Pali term, Yogananda.
Maybe like the connection.
Yes, the both at the
Like
same
yoga.
time vipassana together.
At the same time, Venerable Chaya, or alternating?
So depend on your wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah. Firstly, we need concentration. Later on, this concentration is samatha. And wisdom and vipassana, you see that every moment. So depend. That's why I remind our people who practice meditation, it's not wishful, it's the one pointness of the mind. You feel calm or tranquil, peaceful. It's not enough. You need to see that at that moment you see their characteristic or not. If you don't see that at that moment, it's samatha. So when we see it as impermanent arise together, disappear together, arising and disappearing one after another, it just means samatha and vipassana both working together. So what type of meditation you practice? If you don't see the nature of this mind and body, it's samatha. For example, you practice walking meditation. For example, right? So, right walking, for example, left walking. You'll be able to focus your mind every step, every movement. But you don't know as impermanent, still samatha. So when we practice vipassana meditation, so every step you say, walking. You know right away, just the walking, just the movement of your legs, it's an element, the noting mind, it's the mentality, mind and body rise together, disappear together, one after another. And that samatha vipassana, both yoga and nanda.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good class, thanks.
How about you? No question? Okay, no question. Next week we will study about this rupa, 28 type of rupa. So for this, it's enough, right? Okay, good night. Today is the 1st of April.